Have you ever done someone a favor and instantly regretted it? I agreed to water my neighbor's plants for a week. By day 3, I was being investigated for grand theft and stalking. It started innocently. My neighbor Hannah was going out of town for a family reunion and asked if I could water her plants and grab her mail. We weren't close, but I'd waved to her a few times, and she once lent me sugar, so I said sure. She gave me the key, said her place was a bit quirky, and left. I should have asked what quirky meant. Day 1 was fine. A dozen plants in the living room, a few succulents on the porch. I watered them, locked up, done in 5 minutes. Day 2 was strange. When I walked in, the TV was on. I hadn't turned it on the day before. I figured she'd left it running on a timer or something, but when I turned it off, the screen showed a paused video of my face from the day before. I froze. Then the video unpaused. It was a loop of me walking in, watering plants, humming, from the exact angle of the corner bookshelf. That's when I realized there were hidden cameras. I tried not to panic. Maybe it was for security, but it still felt creepy. I watered the plants, left quickly, and texted her, "Hey, just FYI, your cameras caught me watering the plants. Didn't expect that, lol." No response. Day 3 was when it spiraled. I went in, and there was a note on the kitchen counter in different handwriting. "Nice humming yesterday. You missed a spot by the ficus." I backed out of the house so fast I left the watering can behind. My hands were shaking. I called Hannah. She picked up, sounding cheerful. "Oh, hey, how's my jungle doing?" I asked about the cameras, the note, the paused footage. She paused. "Oh, yeah, sorry, forgot to mention. My cousin Nathan's staying in the basement while I'm gone. He's kind of weird. Just ignore him." Ignore him? I told her that wasn't okay, and I wasn't coming back. She said, "Well, I hope you can handle the guilt if my plants die." Then she hung up. I was done. The next morning, there was a knock at my door. 2 police officers. "Ma'am, we need to ask you a few questions about your activity at 342 Willow Lane," Hannah's address. Apparently, Nathan had called the cops claiming I was entering their home uninvited and tampering with their stuff. He told them he caught me on camera sniffing their personal items and said he felt unsafe. I laughed in disbelief. The officers didn't. I explained the favor, the key, the plants. Even pulled out the text Hannah sent with the house instructions. They looked skeptical but took notes. An hour later, Hannah texted me, "I warned you about Nathan. Next time, respect people's privacy." I didn't respond. That night, someone knocked on my window. I live on the 2nd floor. I freaked out and called the cops. Again. By the time they arrived, no one was there. No footprints, no signs. Just a note tucked in the window frame. "You're really bad at watering plants." I barely slept. Day 5, I decided to drop the key in her mailbox and wash my hands of it all. I didn't want any more drama, but as I approached her house, I saw flashing lights. Police. Again. This time, I was the one being accused of theft. Apparently, 2 ceramic gnome figurines had gone missing from her front lawn. And guess who the security footage showed walking near them? Me. Carrying the watering can. I told the officer to check the timestamp. That was from day 1. He said Nathan claimed they were still there after my visit, but gone by day 3. I pointed out that Nathan had also accused me of humming maliciously. The officer smirked but said they'd have to file a report. Now I was officially being investigated for gnome theft. The final straw came on day 6. I was trying to relax at home when I heard a knock again. This time it was my landlord. He looked confused. "Someone left a complaint about you. Said you've been running an illegal operation out of the apartment." What? He handed me a printed email, anonymous sender, with photos attached. The pictures were zoomed in shots of me entering and leaving Hannah's house, carrying the watering can. The email accused me of suspicious behavior and trafficking. I nearly screamed. I forwarded everything to my friend who's a paralegal. She told me to file a cease and desist. Instead, I posted in our neighborhood group with every screenshot, the favor text, the police visits, everything. I titled it, "When Helping a Neighbor Becomes a Nightmare." It blew up. Apparently, Hannah had pulled this before, asking for help, then flipping the story when something went wrong. One person said she accused them of feeding her dog the wrong food. Another claimed she reported them for sunlight theft because they parked their car in front of her garden. The next day, a new note appeared on her door. "Looking for plant care? Try someone else." She hasn't spoken to me since. The police dropped the case, and the gnomes magically reappeared.